Let's turn to NBC's Capitol Hill correspondent Kasie Hunt. And Kasie, this is such a rare situation where the people sitting in judgment here, the so-called jurors, the senators, are also witnesses and in some cases the intended victims here. How did these images, some of which have never been seen or heard before, go over in the room?
Well, Savannah, I was in the chamber for part of the arguments yesterday, and you could really feel the weight and the emotion and see it on these senators' faces as they realized, in some cases for the first time, just how close they came to real danger. Mitt Romney, in particular, was clearly in very personal danger. And they're going to have to now weigh those feelings and what they saw with what they're actually going to do about how they're going to vote. And the early suggestions here seem to be that there are a lot of Republicans who are suggesting that it really didn't make that much of a difference, even though those pictures, images, feelings were so devastating.
Well, the emotions aside, there's a legal case that the House Democrats have to prove here. And the issue is tying the president's rhetoric, the former president's rhetoric, directly to what happened at the Capitol. Based on what's come into evidence so far, what is the strongest connection between the president's words and what actually happened?
Exactly. And I was actually in the chamber for part of the presentation where they were showing video of rioters who were looking at cameras and saying, I came to the Capitol because Donald Trump told me to. And I noticed that senators were paying very, very close attention to those comments. There also are questions about the timing of a phone call from President Trump to a senator who seemed to tell the president that Mike Pence was in danger, and that then thereafter that was a tweet from then President Trump attacking his vice president. So there are a lot of questions around that. It's also, I think, going to be a critical piece of the presentation today as House Democrats wrap up their arguments. Savannah.
Was there evidence, Kasie, where some of the supporters would read some of these tweets?
So that's a big question here, where they're looking at their phones, they're repeating things that the president has said, and we still expect we may get some new evidence today that could tie these things together.
All right, Kasie, thank you very much. In our next half hour, we're going to have a closer look at these new videos, including those harrowing moments in which Officer Eugene Goodman led lawmakers to safety. And a reminder, NBC News will bring you live coverage of the impeachment trial again today, starting at noon Eastern Time.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.